Welcome back, guys. Brian here, and today I'll be checking out to The Revolution, a story of Blackpink by the Asian Theory, and I am excited to see this documentary style breakdown concept about Blackpink, of why they are one of the most successful girl groups in history, and also how they revolutionized the K-pop industry as well as the music industry. And yeah, tune in and check this video out. Alrighty, and go. Yo. Ooh. Instrumental. Jenny. Lisa. Jisoo. And Rose. Queens. The intro with all their songs. Nice. Do-do-do.
34 music show wins, the most viewed YouTube video ever in the first 24 hours.
Yep.
First K-pop group to hit 1 billion views, the most listened to female K-pop artist on Spotify, the most
getting
successful
goosebumps.
K-pop girl group concert of all time, the best charting K-pop girl group of all time, the most popular K-pop girl group of all time. And their name is
Blackpink.
걸그룹 블랙핑크.
Blackpink.
K-pop group na Blackpink. Blackpink.
Blackpink.
CNN? Whoa.
Blackpink is a name that's known all over the world. They are the hottest group in K-pop right now. But what makes Blackpink so special? There have been other groups with a girl crush concept and other groups with a hip-hop concept. What did Blackpink do that started this revolution?
Rise of Blackpink. Man, goosebumps all over my body right now.
In 2011, a group called 21 released their hottest single ever called I Am the Best.
Yep.
The group was on fire to become one of the most successful girl groups of all time. By the end of their career, they had 700,000 sales, 43 music show wins, and 6 taesangs. 21's career had just begun to take off. In July of 2012, YG released a video called Future 21, and many fans interpreted this as YG getting ready to start a brand new girl group, despite 21 being brand new themselves, and they were right. The next month, YG released a video introducing a certain girl by the name of Jennie Kim. This would be the beginning of his fresh new girl group, Pink Punk. Yes, you heard me right, Pink Punk.
Yep.
So after a series of teasers, reveals, and rumors, it was speculated that Pink Punk would be a 9-member group. So who exactly were these 9 rumored members? A name you might be familiar with is Yoona Kim. You might recognize her from the girl group The Ark, and more recently the duo Con. She was also on the reality shows Superstar K3, Unpretty Rap Stars 3, and The
dang.
Unit. Next is Park Jinhee, who finished
Yep,
69th in
Jinhee.
Produce 48 and is now in the group Secret Number.
Yep.
Then we have soloists Jang Hana and Kim Eunbi. And lastly, Cho Myeon. Yes, that Myeon. Main vocalist of G-Idol and Ari of KDA. Slowly one by one,
that's-
these 5 members
Ooh.
were removed from the group. Until May of 2016, 4 years after Pink Punk was introduced, we were left with these 4 names. Jennie Kim, main rapper, the face of the group, and the first revealed official member. Next we had Lalisa Manoban from Thailand. Lisa debuted as the main dancer and lead rapper of the group and was the first non-Korean idol ever of YG Entertainment.
Whoa.
The next revealed member was Kim Jisoo, the visual and oldest member of the group, debuting at 21 years old. And the last member of the group to be
Rose.
revealed was Park Taeyoung from Australia, more commonly known as Rose, the main vocalist. On June 28, 2016, YG finally revealed the name of the 4-member group, Blackpink. And in just less than 2 months, Blackpink rocked the world with their duo singles Boombayah and Whistle.
Oh
It
my
was
God, I
new,
remember that.
it was fresh, but also confident, cocky, and powerful, thus finally bringing Blackpink to your area. Both Boombayah and Whistle topped the charts. 14 days after debuting, they won their first music show award, the fastest
really
a girl group had
impressive.
ever won a music show award after debuting. Just 3 months later, they released Playing with Fire and Stay, and later in the year, they won 5 Rookie of the Year awards.
Blackpink.
Getting goosebumps. Oh my
In
gosh.
just
I'm
6
wearing a
short
sweater.
months, Blackpink had already become a legendary group. Fast forward to June of 2018, with just only 5 songs, Blackpink was already the second biggest girl group in K-pop. Then, they dropped a song by the name of Doo Doo Doo. Little did they know, and little did the world know, that this song would be the catalyst that propelled Blackpink into international stardom. It was an instant sensation and became the most viewed video in 24 hours in YouTube history, and eventually it became the most viewed K-pop group video of all time with 1.2 billion views. The song was
I'm sorry. Just hit 1.3 billion views this morning. But yeah.
was addictive, and the choreography was viral. It debuted at number 55 on the Billboard 100, which at the time was the highest charting K-pop song ever by a girl group. In fact, they were the first K-pop girl group to make the chart since Wonder Girls in 2009. Their first mini album, Square Up, sold 320,000 units on Kaon, and at the time became the 8th best-selling Korean album of all time for a girl group.
2 years in. Amazing.
Their presence eventually caught the eye of a certain British
Dua
singer by the name
Lipa.
of Dua Lipa. This would eventually spark a collab called Kiss and Make Up, which would once again chart on the Billboard 100. In October of 2018, Blackpink signed with Interscope Records, which is under a little company by the name of Universal Music Group, the biggest music company in the world. And it seemed like Blackpink was everywhere. They made appearances on the talk shows The Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert and Good Morning America. Then in March of 2019, they became the first K-pop girl group to ever grace the cover of Billboard magazine.
So impressive. So proud of them.
Later that year, they embarked on their In Your Area World Tour, which would eventually become the most successful world tour by a girl group of all time, grossing $37 million. Their single Kill This Love dropped on April 5th, 2019, once again breaking the record for the highest charting K-pop girl group song, charting at 41. Their album Kill This Love would garner 380,000 sales in Gaon, becoming the 7th best-selling girl group album of all time. On April 12th, Blackpink went on to become the first K-pop girl group to ever perform at the Super Music Festival, Coachella. On April 22nd of 2020, Blackpink collaborated with Lady Gaga to release the single Sour Candy. This would once again break the record for the highest charting K-pop girl group song, charting at number 33. On June 26th, Blackpink released their long-awaited single, How You Like That, and would go on to break 5 Guinness World Records, including the most viewed YouTube video ever in 24 hours with 86.3 million views. Just 8 hours later, the video went on to become the fastest video of all time to hit 100 million views. 6 days later, it broke 200 million views, the fastest video of all time to reach it. Which leads us to today, August 28th, Blackpink's newest single with none other than Selena Gomez. Everything that Blackpink touches turns to gold, and there is no doubt that this next single will continue to elevate Blackpink to the zenith of K-pop history.
Yup. Ooh, talk about concepts now, alright?
A newcomer or even a veteran to K-pop will know after the first seconds of watching or listening to Blackpink, immediately they'll get hit with that doo-doo-doo-doo. This group is different. There's a certain power and energy that emanates from Blackpink's music and image. To reiterate the earlier question, other girl groups have done the girl crush concept like 21 or 4 Minute. There have been other groups with the hip-hop concept. Remember Evil? Remember Glam? Those groups have not even come close to what Blackpink has achieved in 4 short years. What is their secret? How do they make the masses whistle like a missile?
In 1998, K-pop was still in its early infancy. This new exciting generation of music gave birth to some groups like SES with their vibrant love songs, Finkel with their cute, energetic, sporty concepts, and last was a group by the name of Baby Vox. They combined elements of Western hip-hop with the brand new energetic K-pop, the original Girl Crush.
Ooh, a 90s vibe.
Together, these 3 groups dominated the radio waves. Sound familiar? How about now? Oh wait, there we go. After the first generation of K-pop came and went, another hip-hop group was breaking records left and right. 21, expanding on the empire that Baby Vox built. They added another layer of badassery and rebellious nature to their songs. 21 was changing the K-pop industry. And finally, in 2016, enter player 3, Blackpink, who was almost a carbon copy of 21. In fact, YG himself stated that Blackpink was meant to be a copy-paste of 21. He did not want Blackpink to be any different at all, saying, "I tried to make the YG version of a girl group like I did with 21, but this time I wanted the girls to look pretty too." Just like how 21 built their foundation on Baby Fox's concept, Blackpink was once again evolving the concept of 21. So what exactly is the Blackpink concept? Blackpink is the energetic hook and the exotic beats hitting your eardrums, the thumping bass and the blaring air horns, the combination of swag, hip-hop, badassery, and fire, a little bit of sexiness, a touch of glamour, and a hint of female empowerment.
Charisma.
The mix of dark black ferocity and a dash of bright pink pop sound. Jennie's power, Jisoo's saccharine sound, Rose's alluring vocals, and Lisa's lethal raps. This is the Blackpink sound. Blackpink is not the first girl group to do a girl crush concept, and they certainly won't be the last, but they are the greatest of all time to do it.
The GOAT.
Now, as much as we praise the girls of Blackpink, Blackpink is so much more than just the girls themselves. There's a team of executives, of administrators, a team that makes music, a team that makes wardrobe, a team that choreographs, and of course, a team that makes big marketing decisions. Now, any great company or organization needs to have a solid marketing team and great brand image. But what exactly does brand image mean? Simply put, it's the customer's perception of a brand. What does a customer think when they see your brand? A perfect example is Apple. You see Apple and you already know what they're about. They're sleek, they're futuristic, they're high-tech, they're clean. You see Nike, you think sports, speed, strength, inspiration. Now that is brand image. Out of all the groups in K-pop, Blackpink has the strongest brand image. There's a saying in marketing, if you confuse, you lose. Meaning if the consumer doesn't know what your product or service is about, you'll lose them. But one look at Blackpink, you don't even have to listen to their music, and you know what this group is about. You understand their image, their concept, their music. You, the consumer, already know all this way before Lisa even whispers Blackpink in your area. They're fierce, powerful, glamorous, they're hip-hop, they're girl crush. YG has carefully crafted Blackpink's image from the sound of their music to the color of their hair. We already discussed their music concept, but there's also the costume, the facial gestures, the makeup, the merch, the light stick, the teasers, the set, and props. Even who they interact with and the events they attend are all part of their brand image. As a result, Blackpink only attends VIP prominent events, and they rarely attend events with other idols like music shows or even the ISACs. YG has been infamous for this in the past, wanting his groups to appear exclusive, or as some haters would say, YG wants Blackpink to appear as they're better than the other groups. And there may be some truth to that. Blackpink wasn't meant to be like the other groups. Right from the start, when he built this group, YG was aiming for something bigger than just Korea. He wanted to dominate the whole entire world. Blackpink was built with that specific purpose in mind, built specifically as the group that would target the Western audience and preferences. Precisely why this group was picked with 3 fluent English speakers, 2 Japanese speakers with the other 2 learning, and 2 speakers with basic Mandarin. This is to target the 2 biggest markets in the world and the most populated country in the world. The group is one of the most skilled multilingual speaking groups in the industry. Lisa, at this point, is a walking Google Translate app.
Strategy.
This next big marketing move will be referred to as the "as if it's your last" strategy. When Blackpink debuted in 2016, they had 2 singles, then just 3 short months later they came back with the singles Playing With Fire and Stay. And fans were excited because it seemed like the group was consistently coming out with new music. Then, 7 months later, in June of 2017, As If It's Your Last hit the deck like pam pam pam. It was an exciting single with bright aesthetics and a hot beat. But
Pink concept.
That's all it was. A single. No album, no B-sides. The name As If It's Your Last was truly a fitting name for Blackpink because it felt like, well, it was their last single. And for the next year, the airwaves were silent. The fans were furious, annoyed, dejected, but most importantly, They were hungry.
A lot of you guys are asking for our comeback. It's hard to ignore because it hurts my feelings just to read them and just ignore. I'm not ignoring, guys, it's just that we are not too sure. So I'm sorry. Don't
I've been watching this.
give up, guys. Let's not give up. Both of us.
The fans thirsted for any piece of Blackpink content they could find their hands on. Rumors, mashups, fan art, YouTube theories, the reality TV show Blackpink House. Finally, in June 2018, the famine was over. Blackpink had 4 new songs, effectively almost doubling Blackpink's entire discography from 5 to 9 songs. And immediately, Blackpink knocked that and got another banger. As mentioned earlier, Doo 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 became the most viewed video in 24 hours in YouTube history, and eventually became the most viewed K-pop group video of all time with 1.2 billion views. So it seemed like YG's strategy had worked. Here
Yeah,
I have
his
outlined a
strategy
100%
is
foolproof YG plan. Step
amazing.
1, starve the fans for a year. Step 2, tease them a little. Give them a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Step 3, release. Drop the single that's too hot to handle. And the last step is dominate the charts. Kill them and stack up my millions. Now, this is a risky strategy,
Rambo.
but in economics, this is called the scarcity principle. If there is very little of a product, in other words, if a product or service is scarce, more people will deem it to be of high quality, driving up demand. How many times have you seen advertisements that say limited time offer or while supplies last? Scarcity creates demand. People want what they can't have. K-pop fans hate it, but it really is a genius move. Other K-pop groups wouldn't be able to pull it off. K-pop groups depend on constant promotions and comebacks to create brand awareness. But Blackpink's brand awareness stats are already maxed out at level 99. There isn't a K-pop fan alive who doesn't know who Blackpink is, so they're able to use this method to build demand. Additionally, YG built Blackpink with the intention of expanding globally, specifically westward. I know for K-pop fans, a year break is a long time, but for Western standards, a year would actually be considered a very fast comeback. Ed Sheeran usually has a 2 to 3 year break in between his albums. Pharrell hasn't released an album since 2014. Queen is still active and performing and going on tours, but they haven't released new music for 24 years. So with that perspective in mind, is 1 year really that long?
Awesome screen, awesome camera, long-lasting battery life.
Lasting battery life. Blackpink, the queens themselves.
Music, choreography, a great marketing team, those are all great things to have. But what really draws people to Blackpink are the heroines of Blackpink themselves. Park Chae-young, Lalisa Manoban, Kim Jisoo, and Jennie Kim. Whether it be their charm, their personality, their story, or their amazing talent, there is something about each of them that makes a fan want to follow them, devote their life, or possibly even worship them. Lisa was born in 1997 with the name Pranpriya Manoban in Thailand. Early in her childhood, she met with a fortune teller who said she should change her name to Lalisa, as this name would bring her immense luck. And what does Lalisa actually mean? Translation? The one who is praised. Fast forward a decade later, and the name could not be more true. She is the most popular global idol in the world by a huge margin.
Yup.
On Instagram, she has 38 million followers, making her the 90th most followed account in the world. Of the top 100 accounts, she had the most engagement, with 21% of her audience engaging with Lisa. For comparison, the top 5 accounts, the official Instagram account, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ariana Grande, The Rock, and Kylie Jenner, have an engagement of 1.55%. In 2019, she was the most searched and trending idol according to Google. Her star power was such that even her legs alone went viral all over the world, with people like Stephen Colbert, James Corden, Lil Nas, and thousands of others parodying the meme. People love Lisa. People want to be Lisa. People praise Lisa.
Oh, strict next to Lisa.
What is it about Lisa that draws people to her? Look at you, now look at her. Well, first and foremost, she is the pinnacle of dancing prowess in the industry. She was able to beat out thousands of other hopefuls in Thailand at the 2010 YG auditions because she was the best dancer and best performer by miles and miles.
She is
She can be very, very sexy and very, very cute. She has perfect control of her body. She can take a move that would look awkward on anybody and make it look amazing. You watch her and all you want to do is dance.
When she dances,
Yeah.
you can see that she has
So
flame in her
versatile.
veins. Her dance is like crack. Every day she's styling, killing everything in her way. She's wild, and not only that, Lisa just has such a
Nice
lovable
little rap there, buddy.
personality. She's funny, she's cute, she's cheerful. She's just a ball of sunshine and optimism. You can be sure that she'll be kicking down the door to everyone's heart in your area. Rose was born in 1997 in Auckland, New Zealand as Park Chae-young. She later moved to Melbourne, Australia when she was 7 and spent most of her life there. Originally, Rose did not believe that becoming a K-pop idol was in the cards for her, but her father encouraged her to follow her dreams.
Her voice.
Did you audition for YG in Australia?
Yes, like literally, like just an open audition.
Why'd you do it?
Because my dad told me to.
Rose said, in Australia, I didn't think that there was much of a chance for me to become a singer, especially to become a K-pop star. I was living so far from the country that it never really occurred to me as a possibility. And from day one, Rose was noted for her amazing golden vocals. In the 2012 auditions at Sydney, she beat out 700 other hopefuls, placing first. Because of her unique voice as a 16-year-old, she was placed on a track called Without You, with the biggest name in K-pop at the time, G-Dragon.
G-Dragon.
Since then, of course, she's debuted with Blackpink, captivating not only with her prominent singing, but with her sweet charm, kind heart, and innocent wholesomeness.
You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I'm officially missing you.
Ooh.
And then there's Kim Jisoo. All it takes is one glance, and immediately you're hit with her immaculate visuals. And you're not alone.
Yep.
That's what the talent scouts at YG noticed about Jisoo. Recognized as being one of the greatest visuals in K-pop today, she's a model for Kiss Me, Cartier, Burberry, and of course, one of Dior's muses. You wouldn't have guessed it by first glance, but Jisoo is actually the comic relief of the group. In terms of variety skills, and
The
humor,
crackhead.
Jisoo is easily the best in the group. She's wacky, funny, and eccentric. In Korea, she's what's referred to as having a 4D personality. She's a complete goofball, which is what most fans love about her. Whether it's just being a complete jokester, prankster, or balancing bottles, what's certain is that she won't be leaving fans bored.
My heart so bounce, okay?
And lastly, of course, is Jennie Kim. Many people are calling her the queen of K-pop,
Jennie.
despite debuting just 4 years ago. Ever since she was revealed as a trainee back in 2012, she has been making waves. It seemed like even as a trainee, Jennie was destined for greatness, making her first MV appearance in 2012 as a 16-year-old in G-Dragon's XX, and then even joining him on stage later for Black Black. She was easily the most popular female idol in Korea of 2019, topping the brand rankings. She earned first place 6 out of the 12 months. Recently, her solo song, fittingly named Solo, was a monster hit, becoming the most viewed music video by a female artist with 500 million views. Many people who know her personally describe her as being charming and sweet. On screen, she appears to be this fierce, powerful, bulletproof diva, but in real life, she's actually a sweet softie.
She's a baby. Baby Nini.
나 진짜
사람이 이렇게 놀랄까 봐.
I
그래서 내가 본 사람
remember
중에 제일 겁쟁이에요.
this.
One glance at her, and you already know why she is who she is. She just exudes charisma, and is the poster child of badass, of girl crush, of ferocity. She is the princess of YG, the human Chanel, the it girl of Korea. The person everyone loves to hate. Some look at her with envy, while others look at her with admiration. Some people hate her, many people love her, but everybody knows her. And together, they've become the most powerful and the most hyped girl group in K-pop history. The world is theirs for the taking. Everywhere they show up, blows up. Currently, YG is sitting on the biggest gold mine in K-pop history. Their potential is limitless. YG just needs to play his cards right, and currently, he has a royal flush. But he actually needs to play them and let the girls of Blackpink shine. Blackpink recently hit their 4-year anniversary a couple days ago, and to date, they've only had 17 songs. And I know that's frustrating for a lot of Blinks who are just done with waiting. I know you gotta be tired, and when the night gets dark, let them be your fire.
Aww, that's a sweet line. Always and forever.
See you later, boy.
This guy with the jokes. The Asian theory. I really enjoy and love this documentary style of the revolution, a story of Blackpink that the Asian theory came up with. It was just so articulate, nailing down to all the small details, even like the economic strategy that YG decided to bring to Blackpink on how they want to expand globally, and just how making starving fans of content and increasing demand for Blackpink. And then June 2018 coming out with Do Do Do, breaking records left and right, 24 hours, and also hitting 100 million, fastest to ever reach that. That's really impressive. I don't know if YG intended to do this at the very start, like even before Blackpink debuted, like this is how they're gonna roll it out with all of this, and making Blackpink one of the most successful K-pop girl group in history. That's just, like the guy said, it's just risky, but it paid out well. Also, I really love how he talked about the girl crush concept, of how it evolved from the 90s K-pop girl group to 21, and then ultimately to Blackpink. And that also, other K-pop girl groups do girl crush concepts as well, but Blackpink just bring their own style to it, their own unique style, which makes them the embodiment of the girl crush concept. Like, Blackpink don't want girl crush concept. Girl crush concept wants Blackpink. A thing I never understood about YG until this video is that why he never let the girls onto a lot of variety shows or just events with K-pop idols. But this guy just nailed it perfectly, saying that YG did that in order to make Blackpink more unique, to stand out from these other K-pop groups, and just going to exclusive VIP events in order to increase their brand image. And that is a very interesting strategy path that YG took. And lastly, I really love the way the guy summed up the 4 queens toward the end, of their uniqueness, what they bring to the table to make Blackpink what they are now today, the most successful K-pop girl group in history. And man, I just love the 4 queens so much. I remember watching Boombaya when they debuted. Like, just the first time listening to it, I was like, this is not even a K-pop girl group. This is like some westernized girl group. Like, just the sound, the image, the lyrics, and everything was just so different from the K-pop genre. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my reaction to The Revolution, a story of Blackpink by the Asian Theory. Really great video. I could just watch this like a lot, again and never get tired of it. And if you guys do, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button below for daily K-pop content if you guys are new. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Brian here, and I'm out. Peace.